What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Bolts and Boost. Thanks for stopping by the channel. If you're into this sort of thing, cars, shenanigans, all of the above, check out the channel more. There's a lot of cars on there. But this episode is a long time coming. And the reason why is I've been trying to get rid of this Japanese in-dash for quite some time. It's not a bad system. It's actually pretty ahead of its time because it has a hard drive in it, and there's a bunch of albums in it, and there's decent English ones in there too. Nirvana, Ozzy Osbourne, Tragically Hip, some EDM, really good stuff. But I don't get radio, which I enjoy the radio on my drives to work because I just don't want to listen to like crazy music. I want to know how the roads are, you know, sip a coffee, listen to the morning show, whatever. So I don't get radio, and the navigation is stuck in Kyoto. So I don't get navigation, and also no Bluetooth, no USB. So obviously a guy has to upgrade. And I upgraded. So I ordered one of these from China direct, and it didn't make it. And I checked the tracking, and it got sent back to the original, to the company, to the sender, July 7th. And I didn't get a, hey, your package got sent back to the sender, or the sender didn't tell me I got the package back. So, of course, I demanded a refund. And I just ordered this on Amazon because this is the same thing pretty much, but people have these in warehouses in Canada already. So it took 24 hours, less than 24 hours to get to me. Let's go unbox this thing, see what it is, see what I have, and let's start putting it in. All right, guys, let's unbox this beast. So, first things first, I didn't open that. That's kind of concerning. Looks like we got our USB extensions. And we got a GPS antennae. It's pretty cool. So you don't have to use your phone. I'm not sure what this is. I'm assuming it's for the backup camera. And it looks like we got our harness, which is neat. So just a standard harness. And here's all your inputs and outputs. So that's cool. Oh, we got the backup camera here. You guys can see that's going to come in handy in the Forester. Cool. So keep in mind this was $100, so it's pretty, you know, pretty good price-wise. Now some of you might be thinking, why did you buy a Kenwood or a Pioneer or something? And you know what? I have a lot of them, or have had a lot of them. And these Android units just provide so much freedom over what you do, or what you can do rather, versus the mainstream decks, which I love the mainstream decks. I'm a major Kenwood guy, Pioneer. But I have one of these in the STI, as a lot of you know, and love it. I can do everything. So here's the deck. Very well packaged, if I may say so myself. So there's a little bit of a... Well, there's nothing on the screen itself, but look at that. It's pretty rad. Oh, there you go. Sorry, guys. But it's like it reminds me of the one in the Subaru, and it's like a little mini tablet. So far, so good. Pretty impressed. Let's get this in the car and see how she works. See what's going on in the Forester. So, as you guys are aware, I had this cubby up here like that. Now, I wanted to originally put it here. That being said, This thing's like $300, $400, $500, and they're highly desirable. So I thought, you know what, I'll just utilize it. It kind of sucks because when the sun's out, you can't really see much. And I'm hoping with the new one, it has more of an anti-glare thing on it. Now, the one thing I don't understand, if anyone is watching in Japan, why do you guys leave wires like this? Like every Japanese import I buy, the wiring is a complete cluster. And there's wires that don't make sense. I have this harness, I have a harness down there, and then I have, this just pops off, by the way. So if you have one of these, you just take force and pop it up. So it's really easy. But I have a live wire here, just a dangly live wire. So I'm not really sure. The harness is here, so that should provide me with a power ground and accessory. So whatever, I guess we'll try to put her in. All right, guys, I'm starting to put everything back together. I just wanted to show you how I ran the USBs. It's not the best idea in the world, but I really don't feel like taking everything out of the dash, and it's already been a pain in my neck. So this is what I've come up with. Just the pocket. I drilled a hole up top, and I ran both of the USBs up top here. So it'll be a nice clean install, which is what I'm routing for anyway. And yeah, it's not the best, I get that, but it'll do for now. So I'll probably just use one at a time unless I'm charging my phone. And I'll just put a USB in there and call it a day. And I still have lots of pocket left over here. So yeah, I'm happy. Before I pop everything together, I just want to show you where the USB cables were ran. They were ran right in between the, geez Louise, right in between the vents. So it goes right up the middle, and it's not in the way of anything at all. So it turned out really well. All right, there's the bracket all done up. Now it looks like one side is off, and obviously they're both off by just, well, no, they actually look decent. I'm going to test fit this, but that's basically what you got to do. The only downfall so far is that I had to provide my own hardware, so that sucks. Good thing I had a bolt and nut assortment with some lock washers. All right, that's everything plugged in. Really nice connections on it. The antenna for the nav is a nice little screw-on piece like a coax, and the USB plugs are up there with the other external plugs that I'm not installing just yet, such as the audio ins and outs and the video ins and outs. All right, guys, that's the in-dash, the double DIN installed. I just went for a long drive to test everything out, and it works perfectly. There is a speed meter here that is driven, I think, by the GPS antenna. That's the only reason I can think that it has it, because it doesn't do this until it's connected to internet. So your phone, hotspotting, you know. But no, it has, sounds great. There's lots of different presets for it. And it's just like the one in the STI, basically. Could have double window. I could basically customize this whole thing. So I'm super impressed. I did, however, have to cut the back lip on this thing. So it'll probably only fit a North American real double DIN stereo forever in the future. And then this I didn't cut as nice, but I'm gonna do something better than put some tape there. But I'm just putting the tape there now to cover up the gap, but you really can't tell. If I didn't point that out, you wouldn't have noticed, especially if I cut it and leveled it on both sides and where the black sticks out. But anyway, that's the double DIN. Be careful when you guys are doing stuff, because I barely touched this stuff and it did this. So I'm not impressed at all with that. Like, that's crazy. I used plastic pry bars and everything. Here's the USB, and yeah, Super impressed. You cannot go wrong for $140. I will put the screenshot in the video for you guys if you haven't seen it already in the video. But 2 thumbs up from me. I would do it again in a heartbeat. It just sucks didn't fit in this thing very nicely. So if you have one of these, know that you're gonna have to customize it to fit a North American doubled in. But that's all I have for you guys right now. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. All right, everybody, peace.